Cisco, am I glad to see you?
Because of him?
No, Cisco. I don't know why this deputy came here or why he was killed. But I do have a good idea who did it. Sam Foster.
Sam Foster?
Yes. He heard about my wedding and came to town to blackmail me.
Oh, and you come here to pay the money, eh?
No, Pancho. I came here to pay him.
You know better than that, Bill. Killing is not the answer. Now you go back to your bank. Pancho and I will see what we can do to help. In the meantime, no gunplay, no matter what Foster does.
All right, Cisco.
Give me that gun.
Hey, Cisco, this wedding going to wind up to be a funeral for Pancho, I think.
So the Cisco Kid, Western TV show from the 50s, ran from 1950 to 56, and they made 156 episodes of the show, so it must have been pretty successful. It's a really goofy kind of comedic, entertaining watch. The show, it doesn't take itself at all seriously. It's obviously aimed at family viewing or young viewing. There's not a lot of violence or gunplay or fighting in this show, and when there is, it's kind of done with a heavy dose of comedic element to it. Now the heroes, Cisco Kid, played by Duncan Ronaldo, and his faithful sidekick Pancho, played by Leo Carrillo, are basically good-natured desperados who come to the aid of local law enforcement or the general public when they're in need of help in this in whatever town they happen to be in. I take it they must pass from town to town, a bit like the littlest hobo in this show, I'm not sure. But in the episode I watched, it was called Wedding Blackmail. They were coming to the aid of a young bank teller who's been blackmailed just before he marries the president's daughter by two gunmen that he formerly was hanging out with, and they're blackmailing him to give them money from the bank, or else they'll tell his prospective father-in-law about his criminal past. So Cisco Kid and Pancho come to his aid. There's a lot of back and forth horse riding in this episode, and one really funny escape scene where Pancho and the Cisco Kid escape from the law enforcement and the criminals by just shoving them all over like 10-pin bowling. It's really funny, and it's a kind of a good stunt worker also in this show. It is quite a funny show, so it doesn't take itself at all seriously, this show. But apparently Duncan Ronaldo, who plays the Cisco Kid, was injured a number of times on the show. One in particular when he was bumped into by a giant papier-mâché boulder, and he broke some bones in his neck, and he was in hospital for 2 months apparently. But yeah, pretty entertaining, goofy half-hour show. If you're in the right mood, it passes really quickly, and it does put a smile on your face, I have to say. Very cheaply made, obviously shot on studio sets, most of it, and there's a little bit of outdoor shooting in that. But one interesting thing about the show, it's the first ever TV show apparently shot in colour, which is an interesting fact in itself. But yeah, if you're the right frame of mind, if you like westerns, give it a watch for sure. It's quite an entertaining, goofy kind of comedic western show. That's the Cisco Kid TV show. Thanks for listening, and bye for now.